Hey everybody, welcome back. We pretty much had like the dream run last time. It could be worse. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. So this is Tainted Jacob to Ubermom. I don't even remember, pardon me, how Tainted Jacob works now. And I've got anti-grav, which I grabbed basically just because it existed. But honestly, I think I'll be happy to have the tears. Okay, I gotta think about this. So I know, like, Tainted Jacob, I know how he works. It was actually one of my favorite characters to play as. I think that he got changed slightly in the new version, right? So, like, if you kill him, he comes back, on the next floor now, or does it? He makes you the lost permanently, or something like that. Like there's an impetus to no longer destroy him, if I remember correctly, and I may remember wrong. Let's just start with the obvious. But I think we just gotta try to play it, you know, knowing that there's a very realistic chance that a loss is possible here, or in all likelihood substantially more likely than merely possible, and you know, is a step beyond that. But that's okay, as long as we're having fun. This is okay. But I think it means, like, no, there's no eraser plays. Why would you do it that way? There's no eraser play to be had or anything like that. I think we're just we're kind of in this one for the long haul. It's a bit of a shame, although again, it's quite a kinetic character. I can't deny that. But it's a bit of a shame only because I feel like Anima Sola plus anti-grav is like kind of GOAT tier. I'm going down, but I'm going to remember we're going to go to the alt path on the next floor. I just don't want to spend any more time on the alt path than is strictly necessary. Pretty basic. Okay. I was going to say pretty basic run so far, except for the Tainted Jacob part of it, but it's okay. We may, I don't know. I'm kind of like more tempted to snag a deal with the devil just because, like, you know, live fast, die young, bad girls do it well, you know what I mean? Like, if we're already in a position where, you know, our survival is compromised, maybe swinging for the fences and trying to, you know, to live that YOLO lifestyle is something that could serve us well. Or at least in a, like, in a large enough sample size, like having... Go ahead, take my Anima Sola. Having, I think we would create more success by swinging for the fences. But we gotta, don't get cocky, we gotta get that deal with the devil first. Tainted Jacob is, like, actually good if you ignore all of the downsides of the character. It's good in the most fun way, is I guess the way I mean to say it, because it's actually, like, just high damage. Which is, like, some of the characters are like, hey, you know, after you suck up 17 items, they're average. And I'm like, nah, I'm not all about that. Tainted Jacob is legitimately like, you know, hey, even if your run sucks, it's great. Now that's what I'm talking about, man. I'd just like you to be dead. Thank you. Okay, remember, we're going alt path. That's also great. Okay, so we got some serious red heart potential, and yet we're gonna possibly throw some of it away. No. This isn't that bad. Like, I think the worst thing we could have done there is been like, oh, we have to take a deal with the devil because we already went to the deal with the devil. No. We still gotta deal with the angel chance, and we gotta deal with the devil chance now. It's a very groovy combination. We could still get a great deal with the devil item. We could still get a great deal with the angel item. I don't live that O-Town lifestyle, you know. I don't make it all or nothing at all. Oh, you know what? Is this what it is? Or they just needed to get the old neurons firing. Is this what new Tainted Jacob is all about? If you use Anima Sola before he appears, Sorry for a little bit of wordplay. Almost got me, son of a gun. I didn't even look at the lemonade. It's just better lemon mishap, right? Like, I'm not necessarily thrilled to have Bob's Curse, but you know what? Now that's gaming. I'm trying to think of what we could get from the shop now, because like Eraser's no longer the play. We need 2 bombs. For once, that's actually not going to be a problem. Usually that's like a major issue for us is do we have enough consumables to actually even go on the alt path? But here we're cruising on that front right now. Worst dodge 2022 still worked out. I don't know. This is where you get yourself locked in a sense of a false sense of confidence right now. Like, everything's going super well, but it's probably most important to stay as vigilant as we can. That's very good. That's very nice. But remember, no matter how much HP you got, you could die in 2 nasty hits if things go wrong. And we should kill this guy now. Now, I'm hoping I'm not... You can't kill him. This is like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation. Like, no, Randy, I am the liquor. Like, what am I... You can't shoot him anymore? Okay, well, never mind. I mean, in a way, I'm disappointed because I thought this would have been a great time to enact that plan. But on the other hand, I'm like, that's actually kind of pog because it means I don't have to waste my time worrying about it. And minimizing that cognitive load might actually help me out a little bit. Another tinted rock. You shouldn't have. So... we could fight the boss. I forgot, we gotta fight the rooms. Okay. Any dead runs in the chat or just me? No, I'm still... oh, I still got Holy Mantle, that's right. If that hit me, I don't know. I don't know if I could have been held responsible for my actions. Thank you. And then we're out, right? Like, that's it. We're moving on. The other way I think that Tainted Jacob could be really funny is what if you just did what if you got Blank Card Emperor and you just YOLO'd? I don't know why I'm using YOLO so much. Maybe it's nostalgia. I guess YOLO is like, you know, 10-year-old vernacular at this point, right? I swear I hit the E key. I don't know if that makes you feel old when I say something like that. Again, I was already more than an adult by the time YOLO entered the vernacular in the first place. So, I don't know, man. It's just like, it's just words to me. Soul of Judas. Okay. What a waste of everybody's time. I can escape this room. Only getting hit one time. No, okay, I was totally wrong. It does not summon Anima Sola, even if you use it before you got before Tainted Jacob shows up. Tainted Esau, Tinted Jacob. It's okay. Anyway, if you thought I didn't have anecdotes last time, wait till you find out how I'm doing on the second video of the day, having not yet left the domicile. Pretty much the same. You remember stores? I thought I had a pretty good joke on the stream today. I said shopping, and this is like, again, I'm making up a situation in my head that would be funny if it happened, but also it feels like it could be real, right? In this day and age. Man, shopping in 2022 sucks, right? Like, even just going to the mall, you'll roll up and they're like, do you have an appointment? And you're like, relax, it's the Body Shop. So true. I was kind of hoping that Esau would get larger here, but... bad look. Bad look. I don't know anything about the Body Shop, except... I think my first exposure to green tea was in a soap that they had. I don't think a green tea molecule entered my my bloodstream until my parents... oh, what the heck? One day came home with a green tea soap from the Body Shop. And I gotta be honest, I think the smell of that soap would unlock some, like, deep memories in me. Not in a bad way. I think in, like, a nostalgic way. You know how the sense of smell is, like, you know, one of the most powerful senses or whatever? One of the senses most associated with memories? I think it would take me right back to being like 14 years old. Yeah, I didn't have tea for the first time until I was 14. Get over it. You're jealous? Your jealousy showing. Why would I be jealous? Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I know. You're telling me. That's why I'm telling you to knock it off. So true. Okay. Somehow we've done it. Consolation prize for speed. I can live with that. I'm so smart. Watch this. Okay, I don't know if it was worth it. But you gotta admit, it was quick thinking. Very quick thinking. We're definitely taking the soul. Like, I don't need to think that one through. Oh, man, that was good. And all the best part is all it did was save a bomb, which we already have in relative abundance. But hey, look at that. Slightly higher chance of angel deals in the future. I'm pretty clever. I'm like a pretty smart guy. I can like do mental arithmetic and stuff like that. This room was not made for Tainted Jacob, and you know what? That's okay. Not everything has to be made for Tainted Jacob. Let me out. I'm gonna counter your obvious question with an obvious answer, okay? You're gonna say, how do you plan on doing this when you have to fight Ubermom? All I'm gonna say is we did it once before. We had to have. And now I'm realizing that that's not true. So I'm pretty sure, and it was not easier, just for the record, but I'm pretty sure when we beat Ubermom as Tainted Jacob the first time, it was one of those legendary, like, eraser plays where I exactly just felt the amount of HP, or the amount of times I had to shoot Tainted Jacob before using the eraser to get them out of the game permanently. I hope that's not the reason they took that mechanic out. Because, like, honestly, that's one of the most pog moments for me in Repentance when I think back. 2 times without Spider Mod, just guessing how much HP I needed to take away from Tainted Esau before the eraser would actually function. Belly jelly. I'm just reading. I think we take it, right? 50% chance to ignore contact damage. I'll be honest, one of the reasons I took it is because it said it was a category 3 item, so I'm gonna blame the mod if things don't work out for me. Mods. Look at that. Soul me. Soul me. A soul for a soul. So easy, dude. Alright, what is this run lacking? It still needs damage. Like, it's a common misconception that you get one stapler and you're like, oh, this is the greatest run I've ever had. This is still pretty tricky. Like, we got a good rate of fire, we got good damage, but we're also doing, like, some of the hardest stuff you'll ever see in the game. We also want more HP, which is messed up, because now you'll realize that we've just described every stat in the game as something that we're in need of. But it's true. We do need a little bit of everything. I guess the easier way to describe it is to say what we don't need. What we don't need is, like, all those items that don't do anything for us. Small rock, thank you. That is a good item. All those items that are like, you can carry 2 bad trinkets. They don't specify bad. That's just specified by trinkets in the game mostly being bad. And the only thing really, I would say, in our control is maximizing our odds of getting these deals with the Angel and Devil. If we can do that, then we have a leg to stand on when we blame the game for the situations that happen to us. If we throw, like, we take damage in situations where it was not relevant, we can't blame the game. It's never stopped me, but, like, it's a worse look. Let's put it that way. Can't help but notice there's a lot of stuff on the screen. Anybody else? I'm shooting at something that's, you know, incorporeal, but you ever notice how much stuff is on the screen? We got some... Dude, honestly, I think I've underrated Polished Bone. It's hanging in there. Like, most of these, like, stuff like Polished Bone, it tends to live until it takes contact damage, right? And if contact damage is not coming as a result of Tainted Esau for whatever reason, these things could survive for a reasonably long period. Scatter bombs? Probably a situation where I would have preferred the item on the right, but maybe it's not so bad. I just hope we don't get that boss, you know? You know the one of 6? It's just like Twitter. As soon as you see a number out of number, you know you're in trouble. You're like, sorry that happened, or, you know, good for you, but I'm not reading all that. Okay. Keep me back, thank you. But I think we're putting together something a little interesting here. I want to, and I'm gonna. Saved. Obviously, I'm hoping for, like, maybe some guppy options there, but, you know, to more than pay for my way, I'm quite pleased. Many people are saying I'm kind of a maestro on the sticks when it comes to Tainted Jacob. Many people are saying this. Now that I don't have the temptation to, shall we say, yeet our closest ally, would you look at that? We're doing a lot better, I think. I mean, this is somewhat impressive. HP never goes out of style. I don't see a 2 out of 6. Seems like wonderful news. Now, I also don't see a situation where, like, I really feel like scatter bombs are gonna make a difference here, but I could be wrong. I think Belly Jelly just saved us from taking a little bit of damage, at least. I thought maybe if I got a little lucky there, it could work. It's still hit. He's still poisoned. We'll take those. Don't hit me. Let's go. We chose wisely. We didn't take damage because of Jelly Belly. Help. Oh, I deserve that. Okay. Still. I would have rather fought the 2 of 6 guy, man. Okay, no deal. Make sure we got to go back for the knife piece. Let me out, please. I'm honestly happy to have the HP. Let's be, you know, let's keep it 100 with everybody involved. I'm trying to keep up with the parlance of the youths. We're keeping it 100. I'm going to keep it 100 with you right now. The odds of us winning an Ubermom fight without a ton of HP is very low. Because you got to remember, we have to not get hit by Tainted Jacob. Tainted Esau, if you will. If you want to use the actual name. So, like, that's not easy, because it means on a fight where, like, so much of the ground is already unsafe, you're probably going to... That sucks. You're probably going to find yourself in a situation where you got to take a little bit of damage just from eating some bullets that you'd probably rather not eat. I'm not a big fan of this. I don't care that we lost the Eternal Heart that much. Like, these dodges are screwed, man. I think you just got to own up to the fact you're going to end up taking some hits here. The fact that we didn't get hit there is amazing. Okay, nice stutter step. This is a mess, man. We got time. I got nothing but time, man. What a schmoove. What a schmoove. He's insane. He's cracked. He's out of his mind. Not today. Wow, he even got the spirit heart out of it. He even came with his chains and his crown. King of the Ring. All right, so now we give up our HP to go through the door. Realistically, if that's the case, we were probably going to lose that Eternal Heart anyway. I thought that was pretty good, man. I thought that was reasonably impressive. We were juggling 3 balls at once, which is not an insane number to juggle. But, you know, it's enough to be like, yeah, I can juggle. Now, this is, I mean... it's already tough in the mines, but this is tougher for sure. And we have to face the reality that we're very unlikely to get our deal with the devil and angel here. I think that as much as I would love to just be like, we're due for it, I mean, it's not going to be easy. We got to not take damage until we get like a Spirit Heart. Which could happen right there. A little bit of wishful thinking. I don't really want to hit those. Oh, but there is a Tinted Rock. Hold on. That actually, legitimately, that could make the difference in the game. I'm not going to worry about using a plethora of bombs. If we have to use 2 bombs to get it, then we'll use 2 bombs to get it. There you go. Okay, now I wouldn't mind playing the arcade. I can't believe we missed there. I deserve to be hit there, to be honest. I do want to play the arcade. A speed upgrade even is quite advantageous. Sworn Protector is good, but I think we got to shoot for great. Or best bud, whatever it is. Little Portal, complete waste of everybody's time. Actual insult. Now this is just going to be tedious and annoying, and that's okay. We've been down this road before. We know what this entails. We know what it means. We know what you got to do. Kind of hope an old bandage would step up. There we go. Thank you. Any old bandages in the chat or just me? There we go. Okay, that's what we wanted to see, believe it or not. Because now we know. Well, I mean, actually, we would have much preferred to just get 2 HP ups, I suppose. But now we know this one. Excuse me. Am I insane, or did Tainted Esau just play a blood bank for us? I think I'm insane. Okay. It's gonna pay out. Honestly, the longer it takes to pay out, in many ways, the better it is. Thank you, Bonies. Because we get more money for the shop, which is gonna have... Oh, we should have bought this first, but I hope you'll forgive me a little bit of brain scrambling on account of the, you know, being chased 24/7. Been slightly off, man. Okay, take me out, take me in, let me begin. I definitely, dude, we're actually gonna stand a pretty good chance of getting this deal. Fight's a bit of a mess. The floor's been a bit of a mess, just to be honest. And I'm not talking about textures. I'm talking about my own individual performance, which has been quite lacking so far. I'm dead. Not dead. I was gonna say, is Tainted? No, no! So I didn't get my deal. That's evident by now. But what happened to my Tainted Jacob? He disappeared for half of the fight. Does this seem fair to you? He was gone, man. I guess there's no reason not to take IV bag. Except, like, being petty, but that's kind of like, you know, I get it. Thank you. Okay, I'm out of here. Forget IV bag, man. Forget IV bag. Forget it. Forget it. We don't need it. We don't want it. But the HP plus speed upgrade is a huge help. Now, again... On this floor, it would be very nice to get the deal with the devil. We came close on our last floor. Very close. It would also be sick to just get a good spacebar item. I know we gave up on IV bag, but like, I couldn't, even giving it enough time to think about for a bit, I couldn't concoct a situation in my head where IV bag was going to do anything for us. That, you know, where its value overwhelmed the risk of me just accidentally hitting the spacebar at the world's worst opportunity and taking damage. So I think we got to leave this one up, you know, to Ed a little bit. Sure, Vengeful Spirit. It's something. Scales with our damage, I'm sure, so that's nice. Deal chance still exists. It's like close to 40%. I'm honestly, like, just a little surprised that we're still trucking here. Like, if you might think that this would be a run I'd be disappointed on if I didn't make it to the top. Nah. I'm honestly, I think we've already done a good job. Maybe not a great job, but a good job. So I think that everything is just gravy, but obviously I'd rather win than lose. And there's some lessons to learn, I would say. One of those lessons being that polished bone. I think I look at it almost... Oh, I didn't even notice that Esau was right next to me. I think I had always thought of polished bone as if it was like a chance to get like a forgotten familiar, like that you control but you probably wouldn't pay attention to. And that is not the case. Like it's a friend that just does his own thing, but his own thing serves your best interests. You gotta go. You gotta go. You're not taking damage. This thing is bone dry, man. Am I crazy? I must have missed the button somewhere. Oh, yeah, the last one at the top. What? What's happening here? Okay, we gotta get the item room. Why am I here? Thank you. We gotta get the item room. We gotta go to the shop. We got Keeper's Elbow. These are very important things for us to keep in mind. There's the shop. Fantastic news. That I deserve that hit, but I made a choice to get out. You are a piece. That's not gonna help us too much. You also have to remember, so like our damage is actually decent now, without a doubt. But you got to remember we're about to lose this knife. And the knife is not an insignificant part of the... Oh, God, thank you, Belly Jelly. The knife is not an insignificant part of the overall package right now. Saved. Just you gotta play it very cool, very swag. I like it. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! I saw my life flash before my eyes. The fool. A planetarium. I guess that's... A planetarium. I guess that's why you go back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought I was gonna get hit there, man. I'm losing my mind. This is... How many data points is one man supposed to keep track of? And they're all moving. Get owned. Let me out, dude. Let me out. Are you alive, you liar? Belly Jelly saved me? Pluto. Okay, we're very small. And we got a nice tiers upgrade. We're very, very small. Yum Heart. Actually, possibly the most boring, incredibly useful item we could have asked for. So our hitbox is very tiny. Belly Jelly already saved us. Names have been changed to protect the guilty. Guilty of trademark infringing on Jelly Belly. Dude, I haven't had a Jelly Belly in a while. I'm so messed up. I've had like one of those, like, what they call birdie bots, you know, disgusting jelly beans. I've had one of those more recently than I've had a Jelly Belly. And Jelly Bellies are like legit actually designed to be tasty. They're from a quainter time. Hey, what if we got a deal here? You are the greatest. We need this, because we need damage more than invincibility that doesn't work. Don't care for more deals in the future, I would say. I don't know if we're doing it, but doesn't this sword break down bullets? It can? Oh, we have the soul too, dude. Get in there. It kind of works with anti-grav because I'm already like tab shooting. That went so much better than I could have thought possible. Get me out of here. Okay, so we lost the knife, but we gained a sword. Is feeling kind of pog? Feeling a little pog? We're at full HP, so we also shoot from this sword, right? Oh, no. You always shoot from the sword, but you don't always spin. I always forget how Link to the Past worked. No, you always spin, but you don't always shoot. But you know what? It's a great idea to also have the Yum Heart for again, to make sure that we spend as much time as possible in ranged sword territory. Make sure you got Anima Sola on the hopper. I would say that, to be honest with you, I'm a little flabbergasted. Help. That the run is going as well as it is. Not because I think that the run has been bad in terms of what we've gotten, but just because it's, you know, one of the most difficult characters in the game, without a doubt. So I think we've put together quite an impressive little resume here. Certainly something that could get us some attention during a final tribal council. Am I right, Survivor fans? Run it, run it, run it. Not smart. Yo, I just realized the baby's got a sword too, man. That's incredible. And by incredible, I mean moderately useful, but like, hey, that's more than you could usually say. As long as you just keep slapping, it's hard to... Oh, son of a... It's hard to take damage. I know that I'm inviting that evil into my life. This is like the boss you don't want to face just because the hitbox is so wacky. I can't... Okay, Belly Jelly I think just saved me. I was literally hitting the spacebar to try to jump. That's where I was at there. I thought I was playing a different video game. How... It's good. It's okay. This is good. This is good. Somehow, I've slipped between the walls on the fight due to Pluto. Okay, I'm starting to figure out what's going on here. I've slipped between the walls. Obviously, we don't want that. It's an insult. By slipping between the walls, I've ended up in an error room that I cannot get out of. But that's okay because this door should take me down to the next level properly. I'm not gonna play the blood banks, I think. Hold on, well, no, I don't want to get out of here. I guess the stars card would get us out, but I don't want to fight that boss again. That was annoying. I know we're missing out on an item and a 9% chance of a deal. I think I'd rather just get the heck out of this floor. I think that's where I stand. We're definitely gonna sleep. Like, the reason I'm not playing the blood banks is not for HP reasons. We got that kind of on lock right now. It's just because this is tedious, man. Soul of Cain opens all doors in the room. I think I'm happy with my stars card. That's what we're looking for right there. I mean, while we're here... No, it takes one full heart. I'm sleeping. I'm getting the heck out of town. I think we got a chance. And that's worth a lot to me, to be honest. I'm not throwing away my shot for no reason here. I don't know where I am. I have no clue, man. I got no clue. So just embrace a couple of truths here, okay? It's gonna be hard, and we're definitely gonna have to reconcile Tainted Esau. Like, we have to pay attention to Tainted Esau. He's the... That's where you get hit and you just lose. Which I want to... in my own preemptive defense, maybe, I just want to say, is still probably the most realistic outcome. Might seem like we got the whole world clap in our hands right now, but like, this is real big boy Isaac stuff, you know? This is not just like, you know, a routine Eden run to Blue Baby. Like, this is serious. And we're doing, you know, legitimately, like, everything we can here. How on earth did that work? But it's not going to be guaranteed. It's not going to be easy. It's also, we should hold maybe another truth in our heads here. It's going to be tough to guarantee that we're at full HP for any reasonable length of time. We're pretty much going to be on a melee build. If you're gonna be on a melee build, you could do a lot worse than what we have. Really? Dead end? I think we got a shot. Which is, like, substantially more than you would probably say when you start a run as Tainted Jacob. Most of those runs, you're like, I don't have a chance in heck, man. I mean, the run must be okay because I'm skipping over, like, you know, consumables on the ground. I'm not looking for, like, any kind of Hail Mary or something. That's a good sign. I'm free. This one, you got to set it up. Okay, there will be no setup. Try to thread the needle. You see the damage output, man? He's doing it. He's doing something at least. Okay, get me out. Get me out. Get me out. Get me out. Okay. Okay. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. Okay. You would. You would. I dislike this curse. Have I ever mentioned the fact that I don't like this curse very much? It's not my favorite. I will be leaving now. We probably don't need any more keys. The worst part of it all... Hold on. The worst part of it all is that we were going the right way the first time, but I didn't know. How am I to know? We've gone down, I think. Okay, we go left. Of course we've gone left. Is there a lefter path? There is. Dead ends. I just want an Emperor card now. I don't know where I am. I'm inside the walls. Look at how much... Okay, I can't be upset because it's just the luck of the draw. And honestly, we turned out just fine. You know, we still have full HP. I don't even think we got hit once. But, like, imagine how much grief we would have saved ourselves if we had just gone left at the start. Like, that's just... It's a little surprising. If we win this run, I think I gotta acknowledge that, like, a big reason why... Oh, no. Well, still, if we win this run, I think you gotta acknowledge a big reason why is because, like, it's actually hard to get hit. I got hit by Tainted Jacob like a fool, but... It's not easy as long as we're spamming. It's not easy to take damage here. Belly Jelly, the Soul, like, we got stuff working out in our favor. As mentioned. That sucks. And yet here we are, chilling. You know what? All we were doing, when you really think about it, was guaranteeing ourselves... Thank you for getting Anima Solid. We were guaranteeing ourselves full HP sword for the rest of the fight. Help. Help. I need to freeze you. Get on frozen. This is very scary. I don't have face cam on, but, like, we won. I don't believe it. You stay in your freaking chains right now. I'm getting out of here, man. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. That was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. See ya.